Alright, what's shaking, folks? Welcome back. Today's just gonna be a quick stream. I'm exhausted. I stayed up way too late. I was watching Japanese wrestling. So we're just gonna do a quick thing. This is what I did yesterday while I was watching Japanese wrestling. Yeah, this is all the runes. Essentially what I did was that's the rune I'm using for the so that's the mana rune for the Rosa over there, and then I went ahead and did all of the other tier 1 ones, so water, earth, fire, and air are all in here respectfully. They're all hooked up with redstone, so I can push a button and make a rune. This one also has the winter rune, which I'm using for the Spectrolis. I need for the Spectrolis. So basically, you just press the button, they all make their way down through Corporeal network, and go in here, etc., etc. I switched this off of the capacitor because when it drops the living rock, it doesn't always keep it there. It picks it up and drops it again, picks it up, drops it again, picks it up, drops it again. So if it misses, if it's picked up when it hits that one, output with the comparator, then it just doesn't finish. And so I put the timer back in there. I don't know why it picks it up, puts it down, picks it up, puts it down. I don't know why it does that, but whatever. So yeah. So obviously you only need one rune for each one of these because it reuses them, so it just puts them back in here. But you need the air and the winter to make. You're consuming them. I also went ahead and made one of these things, Corporeal decks, because apparently they're pretty cool. You see the little purple things going around. As long as you're inside this little ring that they make, you can do things. So you can type into here. I'm not sure how you. Is it just give? Winter? No, I don't remember how to do it, typing it in, but I know you can just do this. I have a key bound to B. If I hit B on whatever I want, it just gives it to me. So it's down there, it says requested 1 rune of winter out of 5, so it just gives it to me. So if I need it, I can just B, give me an air token, give me an air one too. And so that's just really cool. It's all on the black network. Over here, these 2 chests is everything that these things need. So all of the different items are right here in these 2 chests. Obviously, I could keep them in their normal area. Like I hooked this back up to make some more living rock, which I should probably shut this down again. Stop blocking it. I'm always on that thing. Give me, thank you. That's for the top one. That's for the bottom one. I got plenty of stuff in here. I can shut that down again. I turn this back on just to stock up because I took a bunch from the chest to give to that other chest every so often. Keep getting ice in there. There's one random block of ice in there every so often. I already turned this one off, yeah. I've been manually doing these things to this point. I'm gonna build. I kept this the same. All I did was just add another comparator in. This way, it's a little bit slower going from each tower. So it's like pop, 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 pop. Like it just takes a little bit longer to get to each one. So it's been working just fine. I didn't see any reason to move it. Just slowed it down a little bit. I have this on a minute. Yeah, I turned it into a minute because the wool's been holding up just fine. A minute was just fine. I could probably even change it to like 30 seconds if I wanted to. It'd be okay. Since it only runs for an hour, or I mean it runs for an hour and then just dies, it's not a big deal. So I need to make another one because this one's probably due to die soon. Been making cakes. Haven't really automated that process yet. There's a drum that will fill buckets of milk for you. As long as there's a bucket, an empty bucket sitting underneath a cow, it will auto-fill it for you. But yeah, so it's pretty much just been... I replanted these things so I could get some more autumnal leaves, because you need that for another rune. I plan on making all the tier 2 runes as well. Maybe not in this setup, because it's getting a little convoluted. Little full-ish. I mean, I could put another one right here still. There's still definitely room here. Just keep going up and making just tower after tower. It's connecting it with the redstone that makes it a little bit harder. The further higher up you go. But this was fun. This was fun to do. Lots of corporea. Lots of corporea funnels. Because I originally had to set up the old way, you know, with just droppers into hoppers, and was like, you know, why don't I just consolidate all this? Because I had, you know, refilling all the mana steel and all these things. I was like, why don't I just consolidate these two into just a chest over there and just hook it up to the network? So I put the corporea funnels in, and then I was like, why don't I just do it for all of it? And just did all the corporea funnels. So I said, screw it. Planted some another word over here. So yeah, things are coming along. Went through about 4 stacks of bottles. Yeah, 4 stacks of bottles for Ender Air. But yeah, just to demonstrate, I guess. That's got time still. Let's make another winter rune. Just click the button. And there it goes. Making runes. You want a rune, you just click the button. And obviously I can just pick it from here if I wanted to. This thing works just the same, you know, as long as it's within range. I put another chest here just because that network was too far away. So, a shaking D. But yeah, it's been cutting down trees and stuff ever since then. Just keeping things going over here. Like I said, I don't need these really anymore. It's more just for the mana gen. If I could find a different process. I still need to build an auto tree farm and probably slow it way down. What else? Oh, that's right. I was going to make another little Spectrolis. They're pretty simple. So it's Rune, Winter and Air. Made one of these. It didn't work like I thought it did. It only shows one item, and unfortunately that was I needed something more than just one item. 2 green, 2 red, 2 blue, 2 white, and the pixie dust. Yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. 11 things. 11 things. Did some moving around of some chests and stuff. Consolidated some things. Stuff's all kind of in the same place. I need to raise my production of this. The puzzle. Do I use... Puzzle gets used, right? Does Podzol have a use? I don't think so. No, it's dry grass. Yeah, okay. Couldn't remember if Podzol got used for anything. Water? Correct. I watched a bunch of tutorials on setting up these things. One dude had a pretty freaking super simple setup using the red string containers. Or not containers. I think they're called something else because it's the ones that interact with hoppers. We're still going. But yeah, this thing's been running just fine. I unfortunately forgot to check if a minute is long enough for it to get rid of all its mana before it eats another one. I might have to raise it up. Oh, crap. Crap, I fucked it up. I didn't get out in time. Oops. Yeah, I won't be here between today and Monday.
Sleeping in hell.
I close tonight. Open Saturday, and then open Sunday, so.
Kind of wondering if I'm like coming down with a cold or something.
I don't know, baby.
I don't know. My head hurts.
Headaches are headaches.
They're not. It's not a headache.
Yeah. Turned this thing back on, but I made it really slow. I turned it back on really slow, every 5 minutes. Because I have way more stuff than I need. Why isn't this working? This should be pulling. Why is this not pulling anymore? There's only one in there. I guess it'll just always be 12 in there. Huh. Never mind. Guess it'll just be 12 in there at all times. Yeah, I had to add some mana pools over here. I forgot. I turned this thing back on and never had any mana pools behind the these things, so it was just not doing anything. And I was like, what's wrong? And it took me a second to realize it. Because I'm an idiot. This thing's okay. So yeah, just a little quickie thing about showing what's going on here. As far as these things go, and setting things up again, I might set up, since the cow's over here, I might set up the cake production kind of thing over here. I've seen some really big convoluted versions of it, and I've seen some really big or some really smaller, like compact versions of it. So
FYI,
yeah.
there's a little Trump page, and it's you know how it's like the real Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Okay, well this one is the real Donald Trump fan,
Okay.
and everything about it
We'll shake it easy.
is the same. So posting like he said that, there was no deal, but it's all spelled first. There was no deal with blah 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 blah. What they don't understand is that America doesn't have 2 borders, it has 3. Ontario, Canada, and Mexico. And like people are going nuts. And then you realize like it's the satire.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me though, those things that people actually take that for real. Like,
It's funny.
People believe anything they read on the internet. What is the drum? Shaking Roderick, how you doing? What's the drum that... Is it The Gathering? I think it's The Gathering is the one. Back to the work grind? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Empty buckets, yep. Okay, so it's just this thing, except it just does buckets. I wonder if I could do this together. If I just move them a little closer, I wonder if they would be affected by it. Like I said, I was seeing some pretty small setups for it. You know, like all you need is 1 cow and some buckets, and being dropped by a dropper, by an open crate, basically. And then you pick up the Hopper Hawk picking up the full ones, and Hopper Hawk collecting the empty ones when you've crafted the thing. But I mean, I saw one that was the entire farm, from sugar to cows to wheat, everything. The entire farm was in a 16 by 16 layout, and had multiple levels and waterfalls and all sorts of crazy stuff. And then I saw one that was like Jancy, I think it was like Jancy did that, like fit all like in this little spot, like right here. Auto cake farm, like that small. But like all the different, none of them use Caporia though, so that's a thing that they were like early game setups. Caporia would save yourself a lot of time and effort. You wouldn't have to shove everything into one spot. Like I could just move these over, and using the same drum, probably get, like, let's see, if I throw a bucket in there. That's a 2-minute timer. Okay, so just make sure it won't despawn. Let's see if it's close enough. If I just throw a bucket in there. I don't know what the range is on this thing. Yeah, the grind. I had yesterday off. It was great. Work has slowed down so much because of the holidays being done. It's just nice.
Wait, like Ryan?
Huh?
Like Ryan?
What are you doing? What are you talking about? So just being slower has been nice. Come on, go off. I want to see if you work. See what kind of range you got. Do it. Okay, you don't have range out here. You would have to be closer.
I'm wondering if
Last week, the whole week. I wish.
I have phone again, and I'm wondering if we might going to have to do something with like salt and date or something.
Too much root beer.
Bye.
Bye, baby. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be here.
Probably just extend this. I can just move a cow. I only need 1 cow. Probably just extend this out to add the auto crafting up here. It's going to take a lot of linking. There's a lot of space in between to get it to the network over there. What is this? This black too? No, that's white. Could always do white.
Didn't happen.
I'd only have to worry about 4 things of petals, some pixie dust, and 2 runes and seeds. It did happen, baby.
She puts it like that all the time. I don't know, they don't always fall out.
Yeah, I get a crappy clopin. We call them clopins. You close and then you open the next day. So I should probably get home around midnight. Probably a little bit later than midnight. And then I have to be back at work at 6:30 in the morning. Those are exciting days. I like those days. Ooh, let's see how these are doing down here. Hi, baby. I've been pretty much just voiding at certain points, just voiding petals because I just have way more than I'm using. Way more than I'm using. Where's the lime green? There it is. Guess I could always make petal blocks. Can you, no, you can turn them back. Oh, maybe I'll store these as blocks instead. But even still, though, I don't need this many. I'm not making enough things to need this many. Some of these I don't even use. Like, they don't get used for any recipes. You know what? I'm gonna take this, put it down there. Take that, thinking ahead. Whatever. That's, I mean, and I still got this too. I still got freaking flowers everywhere. How bad, how easy it is to break these things. Pretty easy. Okay. Are they even... No, black gets used for the Rafflesia. And our Slimus. I need to set something up that will harvest mycelium. Ooh, I found a use for my brown mushrooms. Yeah. Alright, I need to take a nap. I started watching, the wrestling was in Japan, so it wasn't even, the show didn't even start until 3 in the morning. I watched it till about 5:30, went to bed, woke up an hour later, and started playing Minecraft again. So, I'm gonna go take a nap. I just wanted to show folks what I did since I left the last stream. And yeah. The world is getting slightly bigger, little by little. We're gonna need to automate the creation of those. Ooh, this one's gonna be tough though, because placing this with a random carpus and not having it pick up any of the wool is gonna be an issue. That one's gonna be tough. But I guess we'll have to figure that out as we come to it. Just hoping this eats it fast enough that it doesn't pick it up. Yeah, that's probably fast enough. Anyways, hope you all have a good day. I don't know when I'll stream again because my job sucks and my schedule's different every week. So I'll see y'all later. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good one.